Okay, all. It is light out. It is supposed to say light past 5 o'clock, not sunset until after 5. Each day getting a little, staying light a little longer, I should say. So, the new guy, we talked for 4 hours last night on the phone. Could not believe it. We just talked about everything and anything. Horror stories of, horror dates, horror things we discovered about people and relationships. And I got more background on his mom. So she had the tumor when she was 44. She went through the chemo and she was not steady on her feet. And she was like off balance. She didn't go into the wheelchair at first. She had a cane. And she also then had a tumor, a face tumor. So they removed that and she went through, I guess, treatments for that, he said. And I don't know what kind, radiation, chemo, I don't know. He just said treatments for that. And I guess, and she had several mini strokes then. And the mini strokes, after the mini stroke, she was really off balance. Walked with a walker, but they gave her a wheelchair and they told her, do not get used to the wheelchair. So for I guess, quite a while she didn't, but then as time went on, she got more and more used to the wheelchair. And then didn't come out of, then she was wheelchair bound. She did work after, she was done with her treatments and everything. Yeah, the hair's up. I was very tired this morning. So she worked, but she was, had that little off balance thing going on. So I don't know what she did. He didn't say. I have not yawned all day. I don't know what it is. But I haven't talked this much all day. So he told me he really didn't date because his focus was his mom, and who at 18, 19 is like, oh, you're taking care of your mom. Probably, I would say, and I don't know for 100% fact, but maybe some of these girls now are like, wow, if he takes care of his mom like that, putting a big addition on that house, sorry, he probably would have took good care of me too. So, oh, so sorry. So, that's that. And I guess talking about it, I don't know. But I'm on my way home. My couch came today instead of tomorrow. So I'm hoping it was left there. It does say Monroe. And when my Christmas tree, I should say, was delivered, and it was small, it was taken to a UPS store. And it didn't say Old Bridge. Oh no, I think it did say Old Bridge facility. It might have. So this said Monroe, New Jersey, that it was delivered. So I'm wondering it went back to the Monroe facility. And it hasn't been updated yet. But Jazzy's Boots, finally, and they say Monroe, New Jersey. So I don't know. If it was delivered to Monroe, then and I have to pick it up, then I am going to have to ask my brother-in-law or my nephew for the loan. Oh my God. They couldn't turn. Maybe because they're going to go straight. The guy's like yelling. Oh, I guess. What are they yelling at? I don't know what this person with their umbrella is yelling at this school bus. I have no clue why. Yelling at the school bus driver. I don't know. Oh, I think he might be like autistic or something. Maybe. I don't know. But sorry. So I'm hoping my couch is in my foyer of not of my apartment, because I don't really take my foyers big, but a foyer of my building. So I guess I'll find out when I get home. Hope it's not outside, because that'll be fun, because I arranged for my son to come tomorrow. I have not vacuumed the chairs like I should have yesterday. I have not put the boxes in the spare bedroom. So I'm going to have to do all that stuff before I even push it into my apartment, if it's there. If it's not, I'm going to see if I can pick it up tomorrow night. And hopefully they're there that I don't have to do this during the day, because that will not be fun. So, I don't know. So, this guy seems very sweet, and like I said, if I saw him in a bar, I wouldn't be like, oh, I gotta talk to that guy. If he tried to talk to, he said he wouldn't. He's shy. He's, he said, if I get to a point where I meet your friends and your family, he said, people talk to me, I'll talk to them, but I'm not one that's going to go up to someone. And I said, well, I'm very social. I wasn't always this way. And I told him that when I was first dating, I couldn't look at guys. And this one guy said years later, or maybe not years, but he said, I thought that was it, because we've stayed in touch. He said, I thought that was it, that because you wouldn't look at me for the first hour. And I was like, really? And then another guy said, why won't you look at me? You're not looking at me. And then another guy, and I didn't realize I was doing it. And then another guy, when we all said and done, and I really had a great time, and he said, oh, this restaurant's open now. He said, I had a really great time. What about you? And I said, I had a really nice time. I really enjoyed myself. I said, and he said, really? And I said, yes. And he said, oh, because you weren't really looking at me. Maybe it was on the phone. He said, you weren't really looking at me. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I really didn't think you were interested at all. And I was like, really? And so I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I said someone else had mentioned that to me. So that was like the third. So then I made a conscious effort. Because I'd be nervous. I'd be nervous to the point where I'd almost want to throw up before I'd go to meet someone. So nervous. Sick to my stomach. Sometimes in the bathroom, because when it goes to my gut. So as you know, more and more, I was more and more outgoing. And one guy said, oh, I think you're too shy for me. One guy said, oh, I feel like you thought you were, you didn't want to be there. And it's just that I was shy. I was shy as far as the dating thing. Like, I hadn't dated in like over 20 years. We're married for 18. We dated for 2. We were engaged for 2. So 22 years. Over 22 years. So that's like, wow. And I told him about the guy that we had the 3-hour conversation that my friend was, and her boyfriend met at the bar, who was complaining about the online thing and blah, 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 blah. And then I went there and his whole family was there, and he's like, what? He's like, oh my God. I was like, yeah. I go, but I wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't, because he reminded me of this obnoxious guy at work that comes into our work. So it was really, and he had like over 13 years, and I think he spends his time at the bar. And he's like, I got plenty of money, he's just braggy. And listen, no. Like, I don't tell people that I get alimony, because it's not their business. I do put on there what my salary, my income, and part of my income is my alimony. And so that's, if they want to, assume that that's how much I make, just at my job, well, that's how much, that's on them. So, but I mean, this guy is like, oh, I don't want to talk to anyone else. I don't want to see anyone else. I want to see where this goes. I think this could be something. Is there going to be down the road maybe something that, we part ways? And I was like, no, I don't like that negativity. And he's like, oh. And I was like, I feel this could be something. And like I said, he's so much more attractive than his looks, in the fact that he's a gentleman. Oh, he can cook, and he's getting up extra early to make me that carrot cake, and I hope I like it. I'm picky about my carrot cake, because my sister-in-law's dad made, like, I did not like carrot cake, and then he made this carrot cake, and he brought it to my mom's for Thanksgiving, and I didn't want to be rude, and I was like, oh, well, yeah, I'll have a small piece, and oh my God, it was delicious. And I never liked carrot cake before that. And now, certain ones like Whole Foods, a phenomenal carrot cake. But I just hope it's really good. And he said, when it's all said and done, it weighs about 6 pounds. And I'm like, whoa. Like, wow. So I'll be just having a small piece of that. And then he cooks like different things. I think he said tonight is tacos. And he said Friday is Chinese. And I thought, oh, he's ordering Chinese. And he said, oh, I make my own dumplings. And I'm like, what? And he said he really started cooking when, with the pandemic. And he taught, watches YouTube videos. And I don't know that he watches YouTube videos. Well, he can on his computer, I guess. But he taught himself, looked up different things and read different things, and he just taught himself how to cook. And I think just about anybody can cook following a recipe. I think some people are more talented in cooking, just like more people are more talented in art or dance or music, singing, whatever, because they then take different flavors and know how to, like Chopped, the show Chopped. They know how to take all these weird ingredients, or different ingredients, I shouldn't say weird, different ingredients, and make something that tastes good, and they know what else to put with it. And I have experimented. I would say, I'm not a chef. There's I'd say I'm a novice cook, because I'm better than, I don't know if that's the word, but I'm better than just someone that can follow a recipe. And I'm not a baker where I couldn't put different things. Well, I shouldn't. I'm better cook and putting some things together. Some things no. Because I did take the banana nut bread, and I took, I don't know that this is, but I was like, you know what, cinnamon and sugar together are good, and I didn't want it so sweet. And I took and I cut the sugar in half, and I didn't put double the cinnamon. I put, say it called for half a cup of cinnamon, I put 3/4 of a cup of cinnamon. And say it called for 2 cups of sugar, I just did 1 cup of sugar. And I really honestly don't know what it called for. And there's been some other things baking wise, some fails, some even cooking, but actually because I took and made my own stir fry by putting different things together. I've made stews by putting different things together. I've made dishes by just putting different things together. I've made vegetables and added things and done some things with vegetables. And some taste good. Some are it's all right. Some are oh no. We're spitting it out. So I would say I'm better than just the average person that can just follow a recipe and cook. But I could not be on Chopped, I don't think. I'd get Chopped because they'd be like, what is this? I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't give myself enough credit. I'm creative. My daughter's boyfriend's mom, I know that's a lot to follow. My future son-in-law's mom. She's like, oh, you're so creative. And I am. If I'm in the mood to be creative with crafts or drawing or painting, I am. And if this guy doesn't get off my freaking ass, holy Lord, it's very foggy. Guys, as annoying. So I think I am. And I think him and I cooking together, he doesn't do water. He has a fear of the water. So that's a little bit of a negative. I don't mind. I'm not a big person to go in a pool or whatever, but I do from time to time. So it's not such a big deal. He's afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights, but I like to face my fears. Like when I went to Florida in June, my sister-in-law and her friends were like in the water, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and whatever. And then I was like, okay, here I go. And I went in the water, and I actually was up to my waist. And that was the first time in probably 10 years that I was in the water like that. And I was actually floating a little bit, so over my waist, and the wave knocked me down and came over my face. So I like to try to face my fears. Excuse me, this cough is killing me. But I'm thinking it might be like an asthmatic cough, like something. And my boss said your lungs, when she was coughing and coughing and coughing and then she had bronchitis and something, and she said her doctor said your lungs are inflamed. Hello, you want to stay over there? And you're laying there, Mr. It's one of those car carrier trucks. Holy moly. So she said your lungs are inflamed from bronchitis, and then she had sinus infection, then bronchitis, or bronchitis and sinus infection. Your lungs are inflamed. They haven't had a chance to heal. So things are going to, bother your lungs, and then in turn cause you to cough. And when she had the bronchitis and the sinus, she was coughing up a lot of phlegm and stuff. I think talking all this time too is starting to, because last night I started coughing after about an hour on the phone, because I wasn't doing all the talking. And so I think that's true. I think from me being so sick that my lungs are, because my lungs, I just couldn't take the cough. So, is my couch out here? Nope. Bet you it's not inside either. I bet you it's at the facility. Holy crap. So, I'm sure it wasn't delivered. I'm sure not. Have to go. So, yeah. Oh, I have to change out my keys. I leave my, sometimes, I see them. In the morning, I put my keys for my apartment in there. Now I'm going to take out my work keys and I put them in the door. So this way I don't forget them, because if for some reason I change coats or whatever, there's a coat when it was in the fall and raining. It's a very, very thin raincoat. I forgot to shut my lights again. Oh well, be buying more batteries. So I think I might put them around there and then maybe put the other ones through. I don't know how I'm gonna do these lights. Maybe I'll do them around the door. I know, told you. 10 sub-stories in a story. But I'm putting lotion on. It's this olive oil lotion that my nail place gave me at Christmas time. So they I have no clue. Oh my God. So I think I was talking about my lungs. So then I went into about my keys and my couch. It's either against the wall, someone nicely brought it in, or it's at the Moreau facility and I'm gonna have to go pick it up, and that's gonna suck. So I don't know. We will see. All right, well, I'm home. I should get in and find out. If it's not here, kind of a good thing, because I mean, I don't see a sticker though. Usually they would leave a sticker, like the last time they left a sticker. And oh, lights just came on. So I think they come on the same time. No, because it was like they must adjust to the thing. I don't know. But last time they left a sticker that said, "Sorry, we missed you." So that might be in my hallway. I don't know. I will keep you posted, because if it is, it's going to be tough getting it in my apartment by myself. And I have to, like I said, even if it's not here, I need to vacuum, take the cushions off, vacuum, put the covers on the chairs, move the chairs. I have to move the crap that's by where the one chair is going. On the opposite wall, I have to get all the crap off of, which I'm going to put on my bed so that I go through it. I had bought these command strip, like there's small plastic hooks, and I'm going to put it on the inside. On the one side, I have an over-the-door shoe thing on the inside door. On the other side, I am going to put these hooks for my bras. Rather than, and I don't know, there was a whole big debate about bras, how many times you should wear them before you wash them. Usually twice I wear them. Some woman said every time. Some woman said she wears hers like 4 times. And her mother-in-law, I don't know how she found out that she does that, or maybe her sister-in-law, some in-law, was told her that the most is twice. So I don't know. Plus I'm gonna change my sheets out, and I want to do a lot tonight. I want to get my bathroom in order. My pictures that were in the old place have some mold on top, like the top where it was dusty. It's like a little moldy. So, but next Thursday, yeah, should have said Wednesday, but we had a bid, so I made it Thursday. I'm gonna be off because they're coming to fix everything that needs to be fixed. So, and 2 weeks from this Friday is my girls' night. So I really have to get moving and get stuff in order. I don't know where I'm putting everything. They might see a disaster of a spare bedroom, and I'm kind of don't care. My daughter is like, you better clean that spare bedroom because the bed is coming. So when that bed is coming, that's probably when I'll go into, I'm best under pressure. I really am. I really am best under pressure and can get so much done. There was times that I needed to get, like, say the kids' party's the next day, on a Saturday. I came home Thursday night, cleaned up the whole house, Friday night, cooked. Sometimes did not go to bed until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and got up at like 8 o'clock. Had a couple hours sleep, because if I'm going to bed at 5, I'm not falling asleep right away. Sometimes I didn't go to sleep at all. Was up all night and all the next day. And then after everything was over, my ex would, start cleaning up. He'd clean up before you needed to clean up, because and I'm like, people have only been here 2 hours, and it's family, mostly family. So I'm like, I don't know why you're they're like, oh, is it over? I'm like, no. But he was like that when we went on vacation. We would be there 2 days, and out of our 7, and he would start packing, and, oh, maybe I should put this in the car. I'm like, we're not leaving for another 5 days. I finally said to him one time, no, we're not. We went from Monday to Sunday, and I told him not until Thursday can he even mention the word packing for home. Thursday night after dinner. So we will see. All right, so I'm gonna go get in there, and hopefully Jesse didn't poop again. So I don't know, but I will keep you posted, and I will definitely post pictures. Can't say tomorrow night, but Friday night for sure. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.